don't you? Don't you? The walking, talking triple-double, Ountae Campbell. How you doing, Bobby?
I'm doing good, Tutis. And you see I got my rings on
because
we're going to talk about ring night. But I quickly want to shout out the New York Liberty because we haven't got a chance to talk about them. And I know everybody was upset on the internet. Travel, foul, blah, blah, blah. Sabrina, you shouldn't be celebrating, whatever. First of all, they wouldn't get there. There is no New York Liberty without Sabrina Ionescu.
Facts.
She was a big part of this team throughout the regular season, throughout the playoffs. I understand she struggled in the last 2 games.
Yep.
But, man, her gravity got a lot of other people open. So she's an important part of this team. She gets to celebrate as well. But shout out to them. Shout out to Jonquel Jones. Shout out to the Liberty for getting their first WNBA championship.
Okay, hold up, cuz. Hold up. Stay here with me now.
Okay.
You shouting out the Liberty, so I'm going to just keep the New York love going. Okay. I'd like to give a shout out to the New York Knicks because of all the talk all off season long about, man, the Knicks. And I was one of them. Oh, the Knicks are so improved. They're going to give the Celtics a run for their money. Not on opening night, they didn't. Ountae, did you see what Josh Hart said in the post-game interview? They asked him about just the Celtics shooting the lights out, and he said they should all be drug tested. They shot the ball so well, and I think that is well said because, my goodness gracious, I think a 3 just went in right now as we speak. That's how it was raining down threes in TD Garden, Ountae. So shout-outs to the Knicks. Thank you.
Shout-outs to the Knicks. But look, if you want to hear more about the WNBA Finals, because we don't have too much time to talk about it today, go check out Respect Her Game, Laura Stickles, Annabelle Hasselback. They talk more about it. It's on all of our Nesson, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, wherever you watch us or listen to us. You can hear that as well. Respect Her Game. Make sure you pay attention to this episode.
Amen, my friend. And we will bring you back later on. I want to actually start with, or continue making fun of the Knicks, actually. We'll start with opening night for the Celtics. And listen, before we get to the game, can I just say, I loved the pregame ceremonies with the banner and the rings and all that. So let me turn back into time. Before we even go into the arena and have all the pomp and circumstance, I am on my couch in my living room with my kids, 7 and 5 are their ages, right? Attention span like this. That's their attention span. That's how long it is. As long as it takes you to snap your finger, they're on to the next. So we're on the couch in the living room, and I'm like, how long will I get to watch the ceremony before they're like, put it on Nickelodeon or put it on whatever, or Dad, I want to go do this. But for the moment, they're locked in with me. Can I tell you something? Shabuzi came on. So Shabuzi did like a pregame concert, I guess, outside of the Garden. My kids were locked in. We were all on the couch singing, everybody at the bar get tipsy. I was like, this is great. So then you go in to the arena, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to lose them anytime now. They have all the green lights, the fog machines, all the pomp and circumstance. Then they come out. They get those big-ass gaudy rings. Look, I love championship rings as much as the Knicks fan, but my God, are these obnoxious. I mean, honest to God, for our viewing audience, you're looking at them right now on the screen. If you haven't seen them, these are gaudy, okay? The picture doesn't even do it justice. I mean, these are absolute rocks on these dudes' fingers. And for our listening audience, let me just describe it to you. Huge with diamonds, okay? The end. So they get these gaudy rings, and then, it's always fun to watch them, raise the banner all the way to the rafters. Except for whatever reason, TNT decided we didn't need to see all that. I mean, TNT, clearly Knicks fans, right? Like, you saw the guy, get 2 or 3 nice rising of the banners, and then they cut the commercial. It's like, all right, well, so much for that. To the point, I bring up my kids because this whole time they were locked in. Their attention was on the screen. They were loving all of it. Like, oh, look at the rings. Oh, he's raising the banner. And then they go to commercial, and my kids went off. They're like, hey, we wanted to see it go all the way. I said, yeah, me too. I guess TNT are Knicks fans, kids. So there you go. My point being, if you can keep the attention of a 7 and a 5-year-old, that means you're entertaining. And that's how I felt. Like the rings, the banner, how about all the OGs in the house? Ray Allen was there, KG, Paul Pierce. That was awesome. They were turned up, partying, as they should be. Fantastic stuff from the Celtics. Fantastic stuff in terms of the entertainment value of ring night, banner night at TD Garden. Absolutely awesome. I give it an A++ for that. Now, when you go to the game, how can I give any other grade other than an A++? I mean, my God. From the opening tap to the damn first three that Tatum hit, it was obvious. This is going to be a long night for New York. And it was. I mean, the Celtics could do no wrong. I've talked on this show, Ountae and I both, about how, hey, you live and die by the three. A lot of these teams in the pros and college, you name it, you live and you die by the three, right? The Celtics on opening night was a great example of living to the fullest. Like there was no dying on the three at all. It was all living life to the fullest on the three-pointer because everything was going in. In fact, I mean, they would have beat the all-time record for threes made if the Stars hadn't come out in garbage time. There's no question about that. Tatum, dominant, 37 points, 14 of 18 from the field, 8 of 11 from three. He also added 10 assists like nobody's business, just easy. Watch this. I can distribute too. Celtics had 6 players in double figures overall. I mean, everyone was hitting threes from the parking lot. It didn't even matter. I think Shabuzi hit a three when he finished his song as well. And then obviously, I'm poking fun at the Knicks, but the truth is, I am one of the loudmouths saying I thought the Knicks had a tremendous offseason. That opening effort, if you want to call it that, against the Celtics doesn't change my mind. We should all understand that by the time April, May comes around and that Knicks finished product is really a finished product, it's going to look much different than what we saw on opening night. Okay, we understand that. But even with that being said, all the talk about how great the offseason was for New York, there wasn't enough talk about how damn dominant the Celtics team not only was last season, but they look right now. I mean, they literally look in championship form. It almost, if in a vacuum, you just watched the last finals game where the Celtics got it done, and then you only watch that and you only watch the opener against the Knicks, you would be like, yeah, well, that's the same championship team. They might even look better, actually. So they're in championship form. There's no doubt about that. And even though it was, watch out for the New York Knicks, the new look Knicks, to me, that opening game was really same old Celtics in a good way. Championship form already. As far as a nightcap, let's go out west. So we got Lakers, Timberwolves. Okay. Before we even break that game down, let's acknowledge a few things. We all trust the Timberwolves more in the long run. We know their ceiling is higher, right? We can all agree on that. With that being said, I thought the Lakers did a great job in their opener. Think about this. They were at home. You have a brand new head coach, literally never coached before, in J.J. Redick. So if you're him, you must get off to a at least competent start, right? And I got that from J.J. Redick. He looked competent. It's early. We know things can happen as the season goes on. But in your first game, he looked the part. I thought he did a really good job. And then you have this sort of monster elephant in the room of LeBron James and his son Bronny sharing the court for the first time and history being made and all this stuff. Look, that could easily be a huge distraction for teams. I'm sure guys were tired of being asked about it all week long. We can have the conversation, and I tell you what, we will at the end of the show before we leave, about whether or not Bronny belongs in the NBA. But screw all that. Just for the moment of LeBron and Bronny checking in a game at the same time, even I have to admit, and I've been so critical of the whole situation, I have to admit it was really cool. As a dad watching that, it was really cool. And I thought the Lakers did a good job of capturing that too. So check. I mean, Redick was on point in his first game as a head coach. I thought the Bronny LeBron moment was really cool and powerful. And Bronny didn't play any significant minutes, nor do we think he ever will. But for the moment, it was really something to see and something to behold. And I'm sure something that'll, live on in Laker lore forever as well. And then, as far as the game goes, LeBron was just efficient. Nothing great, nothing special. Bronny didn't matter. But, a different Anthony stole the show than who I thought. Coming into that game, I thought Anthony Edwards, especially moving on from Cat now. He's in New York, as we saw here in Boston against the Knicks. But I thought Anthony Edwards would sort of have that this is my time now game. And he would light the Lakers up and the Timberwolves would win. And it would sort of sour the Bronny LeBron story. Well, no, I had the wrong Anthony. No, it was Anthony Davis. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers here. He dominated that game. And it's rare that I watch a game and a player dominates it the way he did, and then I go back and look at the box score later. It's usually the opposite. It's usually like, oh, man, he had 25. It didn't really feel like that. I went back after. I didn't realize because it was so late at night and I was cross-eyed. It was so late. I never looked at a box score. I just knew Anthony Davis dominated the game. I'm looking now. 36 points, 16 boards, and 3 blocks. And listen, it felt every bit of it. I mean, he was dominant. He even took a shot at Rudy Gobert after the game in the post-game interview where they were asking him about the blocks. And he was like, yeah, I mean, real defensive player of the year type stuff. And he kind of looked at the camera. We all know he's a defensive player of the year. I know Ountae and I agreed about that on this show many times. But Gobert continues to get it because he's Rudy Gobert. But overall, even though I had the wrong Anthony being the star of the night, Anthony Davis, I thought, stole it. LeBron was okay. Not a memorable game from him, but the moment with him and Bronny was really cool. And then J.J. Redick looked competent early, which for now is all you can ask. So I thought it was a great night for basketball and a great night for the NBA. I mean, think about this. We're seeing it in baseball right now, right? You have who in the World Series? The biggest brands. You have Dodgers. You have Yankees. Baseball wins. The fans win. On opening night in the NBA, what more can you ask for than the champs looking dominant again and looking like they're going to repeat again? Certainly if they play the way they did against the Knicks. I mean, it's 82-0 in play, for God's sakes. And then, look, on the other coast, the Lakers, I know it's just one game. None of us believe they'll be in the finals. But hell, they won their opener. They look good. The coach looks like he belongs. Bronny and LeBron had a cute moment. I don't know if Bronny belongs, but they had a cute moment. And Anthony freaking Davis was the star of the game, not Anthony Edwards. That's a win for the NBA. Boston and LA, opening night, they both win, both look good, feel good storylines coming from everywhere. We win as fans, and the league wins. All right, let's bring him back. Ountae Campbell, who always picks apart my opening rant. I'm sure he will now. Was I too harsh with the championship rings, Ountae? Because I just felt like they were so damn tacky. I mean, these championship rings, I don't know if there's a way to do them classy because every time I see them, I'm just like, damn, that's a big shiny ring. I mean, I guess that's the point, right? You want to be flashy.
Yeah, well, Wick went for what Wick went for. He told us before these championship rings came out and we got images of it that he wanted it to be the most gaudy, out of body,
mission accomplished,
non-wearable rings because championship rings have kind of gotten to that point
they have
where you don't really wear them. And it was funny. I was actually watching the broadcast, and Al was talking about like, I actually sized it the wrong way. It doesn't fit. It's too big. I can't wear it. So it worked. Wick, you were right.
Yeah,
these dudes can't wear their rings, which is hilarious. So I think you were a little too harsh.
I was a little harsh.
I think it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, Wick's like, if this is the last one, I'm gonna make it about me. You even see under ownership, they put the two championships that they've won while they've been a part of the team, owners of the team. On the side, they put 2 diamonds next to each player's names to represent the 2 championships that they won as owners. So this ring was about Wick. It wasn't about the team.
Did you ever get I mean, I'm sure you probably didn't get a championship ring, right? But, like, do you have any cool trophies? Or you did get a ring?
Come on, man. Fresno State.
Wow. Tell me everything.
Mountain West champions, you know.
Wow.
Man, it was a great feeling. I just, our ring night was really more of like a ring celebration at a football game because that's more of a college thing to do, like more celebrate with the, the big crowds and everything like that. And man, it was a special moment being able to walk out there holding the trophy with my teammates and wearing our rings. And it's just one of those things where you commemorate a special moment that, brought you guys together and you're like, okay, hey, here's the mission. Like, great. Let's celebrate this moment, but we got something else to celebrate, and that's the season and this team that we're about to whoop on.
Wow.
So it was a great moment for sure.
I have to nerd out now because, the most I got was a ribbon for participating. So I gotta nerd out. Do you wear your ring ever? Is it somewhere? Like, what'd you do with the ring after you got it?
Yeah, so it's in its box.
Did you pawn it? Did you put it on eBay?
No. It's in its box. My mom is holding it near and dear for me until I can, really set it up real nice in a nice box and put my jerseys on the walls and do that whole type of thing. Maybe have a little man cave action. Once I have that, then it'll be returned to me. I have a couple other special items that I need to put next to it.
So was the ring the best thing you've ever won in terms of an object, or do you have a trophy that you're more proud of?
Yeah, I would probably say the ring. Anything going to the tournament just obviously goes with that ring. You obviously get the automatic bid when you win.
Did you get a swag bag?
Conference. Yeah, of course.
What was in that?
Ooh, we had a bunch of T-shirts, socks,
All
towels.
Right.
We had a nice watch with March Madness on it as well.
Right. Okay.
Things of that nature.
All
so
right.
it was cool. Yeah,
I
nice
always
little swag bag.
I always wonder what was in the swag bag. I know it's a big deal to get a swag bag.
And then Nike sending you a bunch of T-shirts and shoes and all of that stuff because we were a Nike team. So
how'd y'all do? And what happened in the tournament? Was it first round?
We got bounced by a guy that we're going to talk about a little bit later. Kuzma in the tournament.
Where did he
We
go?
played against Utah.
So
we got bounced by him and Jacob Pertl.
Damn. Was it close?
Jakob Pertl. Yeah, it was a close game.
It was a close game?
It was a close game. We were right there. Within 3 or 4 minutes, we were down 4. So it was right there. It was a good tournament game.
Was you hooping?
George was there.
George was there. Oh, that's how you. Okay, all right.
George was there.
I knew there was a connection there. Were you hooping in it?
Nah.
You didn't really play that? All right.
Not me.
Are you being humble? Or did you have like 30 points or something?
No, not me. I wasn't hooping, but our team was. We were right there. We were right there. But look, going back to the Knicks.
I told you I was going to nerd out.
Yeah, going back to the Knicks, I need to talk about a couple of things, right?
All right.
First of all, I think that game was just a preview for what we're going to see throughout the whole entire regular season. They're going to break this three-point record. They're coming for that three-point record. Now, it was funny to me. I was texting you. I was texting George. I was like, JB looked like he wanted to be the one to hit it, take it to 30. He was searching for it. He had that moment.
Pritchard.
Yeah, he had that moment, though, where he had Tillman wide open on the one more. He fake passed it.
I did see
took
that.
a little side step like he did in the playoffs against the Pacers, trying to hit a little corner three.
Yeah.
Didn't get the opportunity. But it was funny to see that. But I think that's coming. So be in tune for that. Going back to the Knicks, though, because we expected this from the Celtics. They're great. They're locked in. Tatum had a great game, like you said. Everybody was clicking. What I have an issue with the Knicks is, why do you trade for your franchise big? Mm-hmm. And he plays the same amount of minutes as a big that should probably be in the G League right now. No offense to Jericho Sims. I think he could be a good big in this league.
Yep.
But he looked raw. He looked nervous. His feet were fluttering the whole entire game. He just looked like a man who plays at Texas, a Texas big that just runs around, athletic, but not really sure what he wants to do on the court. So that's my issue. I understand, Cat minus 18 or whatever he was. Forget all of that. It's time to have people who are going to be on the court for them at the end of the year, which Jericho Sims is not going to be.
No, he's not.
Because Mitchell Robinson will be coming back. Precious Achiuwa will be coming back.
Yeah.
When those guys return, he won't be playing minutes. So Cat needs to play 30 minutes in this game, at least.
Yeah.
24 is unacceptable. Now, speaking of Mitchell Robinson, if he's going to be an injury issue like he's been throughout the last couple years, it's time to take those 4 draft picks that they have next year and package it together with him and get some more depth. Yeah. Because Cameron Payne looked good, looked decent last night. Miles McBride looked fantastic off of the bench. But you traded away DiVincenzo. You traded away big boy 30 in Minnesota, Julius Randle.
Yep.
You traded those guys away. So now too. You need to get depth back.
Yeah.
And so now that you don't have that, you're playing Jericho Sims. You're relying on Cameron Payne. Miles McBride is making strides. He's not going to give you what he gave you the other night every single time. No. It's time to move on from some of these, from Mitchell Robinson and some of those 4. You have 4 draft picks next year. 4. Move on from those picks, and 2 of them are lottery protected or whatever, so they're probably going to get bounced back to the next year anyways. Throw those away. Get some depth on this team because you're in win now mode. And win now mode means play Cat and make the trades that you need to make.
Yeah, I mean, as far as playing Cat, I think they will over time. We'll see what happens with the trades. I just think their entire plan went to Shaq because, I mean, Boston, listen, let me disagree with something you said off rip.
Okay.
You were like, hey, you know, Boston, we expect this. They're the champs. But the Knicks, no, I didn't expect this, dog. I'm not going to lie to you.
I expected it. I ain't going to lie to you.
Okay, let's have this combo.
Yeah.
If you had told me before the opener that this team would damn near break a record in this game for threes made and absolutely smoke the Knicks, would they end up winning by 20-something? Yeah. That was closer.
23.
Than really what the 23?
Right.
That should have been 30s.
40. Yeah.
40. Yeah. Right? Which it was when the main boys were playing.
Well, yeah, thanks to Mikal Bridges finally deciding to shoot his regular jumper in the second half. It wasn't 40.
But I'm even saying from the Celtics standpoint, they took the stars out late and like no one could make a basket for 10 minutes.
Right.
So, you know, I did not expect that. And I fully expect this team to repeat. We've gone on record here on the show, both of us, that they're going to repeat.
Yes.
I didn't think that was going to happen on opening night. I'm not going to lie. If you told me they beat the Knicks, okay.
Yeah.
But
yo,
like that was incredible to watch.
I expected it. I mean, what did we talk about all offseason? Like, they felt disrespected. The 2 best players on the Celtics, on the championship team, felt disrespected. Tatum dropped 37. He waited for Jericho. Like, Jericho, come here.
Yeah, he did.
Come here. Step.
He's real disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they felt that coming in, the energy shifted. Like Jaylen Brown said, the energy shifted. It's different here.
Facts.
These dudes are locked in. I expected them to disrespect every single opponent that's coming into their face to start the season.
So we talking 82-0?
No, stop it.
Come on, man.
They're not going for 73-9 either or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying when you get them locked in, celebrating the championship, remembering all the things. You got Jaylen Brown sitting down with Stephen A. 2 days before talking about how he got disrespected. They keep constantly getting and reminding you. Listen to all the broadcasts. USA basketball, USA basketball, USA basketball. That's all you hear. That's the full narrative. They are very aware of that. And when you catch them early in the season like you did, with a team that doesn't have continuity, that doesn't know how to play with each other just yet, still figuring it out. You got one of their stars forgetting how to shoot for a whole half.
Right.
It was going to happen. Like, I saw it in the preseason. He was 2 for 19. I was expecting this, Travis. I don't know why you weren't. Now, look, let me talk about the Lakers and the Wolves before we move on to our next thing really quickly, okay?
All right.
JJ, you said he looks competent.
He looked competent.
I was thoroughly impressed with him as a coach in this game. He had to throw Bronny out there for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
History. Had to do it. Understandable. Smart. Make LeBron happy. Smart. But what I really like from him is making Anthony Davis the perennial star that he is on the team, the focal point, as he should have been the last couple years. But I think because of his relationship with LeBron, he has the balls to be like, yeah, Bron, this AD's team, I'm going to show you how we going to get you some looks, but this is how we doing it. And I respect that from JJ Redick.
Yeah,
I love that. And I also love that they were 5 for 30. 5 for 30 from 3 in 2024 and still put up 110 and beat a team that was a couple of games away from being in the finals.
Yeah.
Respect to them and JJ for that.
That's well said. I mean, listen, I think you and I have been lockstep in this since we started doing this show of really Anthony Davis is really the best player on that team for the past couple of years.
Yes.
And, no one wants to talk about that around there, and I understand why, because he's the king, right? But he's been the best player. Yeah. So you're right. Kudos to JJ Redick for coming in and clearly establishing that with both of them. Hey, like, we're going through you, bro.
Yeah.
Now here's my concern with that. It's not JJ Redick, it's not LeBron, it's the health of AD. Can he stay healthy? Which he has in recent years proven he can. But I need to keep seeing it.
Yeah.
I need to keep seeing it. Because if he can, I'll be honest with you, Tay, I think he could be the MVP of the league.
He could be.
He's that gifted.
Shoot, him and Tatum, they made me believers last night.
Yeah, good point. Good point, right? We could see a passing of the guard with either one of those two guys. That's a good point to throw Tatum in there.
Right.
But with Anthony Davis, offensively and defensively, what he brings is really the difference. Not that Tatum can't guard.
Right.
Tatum's more of a facilitator.
Bigs get more love, and they're more important on the defensive end than
and by the way,
100%.
best player on the Lakers does mean something, right? So I believe Brow could be an MVP candidate, but it's more about health with him. And so I always get a little bit nervous if you're going to put all the eggs in that basket. Although I understand it because he is the best player on your team and has been for a number of years, I think. This is a guy that gets hurt. Yeah. And so what happens if that ship goes down? Now, if it's not catastrophic, Tay.
Yes.
And it's more of what we've seen from him in recent years where he misses a handful of games here or there, then LeBron can carry you.
Yeah.
If AD goes out for substantial or significant time, they are screwed. Yeah. Because even though I'm looking at the box score now as we talk, Rui had a good game. Reeves, always is decent. But there's no one on that team that can really carry you prolonged periods of time, LeBron included at this stage. So that's my one worry. If Brow can stay healthy and plays like this all year, like plays like an MVP candidate, like we're saying, the Lakers will be in the playoffs, and they're going to be a tough out.
Yeah.
They're going to be a tough out.
Yeah, if they keep looking like this, you're right. I am nervous. I am more nervous about this Timberwolves team, though, after this game than I am, like, celebrating this Lakers team.
Wow.
Just because the spacing looked horrendous.
Yeah.
They look discombobulated. I'm not the biggest fan of the fit of Julius Randle.
You said
with
that.
This team.
You said that from the moment that trade happened.
And I saw it. You know what I mean? He was 5 for 10. He wasn't taking up a big scoring role. And what is Julius Randle if he's not giving you 20 a night?
I agree. Some of this, though, Tay, is you got to give some credit to Anthony Davis, who is just like a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 3 blocks, but he altered so many more shots.
Right, but you got to take shots to make shots, right? 5 for 10, that's not Julius Randle to me.
Fair.
You know what I mean? And he only took 1 3, and then out of the starters, other than him, the only other person that made a 3 in the entire game was Anthony Edwards. Yeah. So that's an issue to me. They need spacing to match up with 2 guys who are 15 foot and in with him and Gobert.
That's why they were in a tight spot, because I agree with the notion to trade Cat.
Yes.
I just think it was time. But then, it's like, okay, well, now, though, on the back end of that, what it looked like to me watching that game, and as I said, it was late. I was starting to see double, so I don't know.
Right.
What it looked like to me, and tell me if this is a fair criticism, was Anthony Edwards being Anthony Edwards, and then a bunch of guys watching him do that. Like, there was no, help me. I'm telling you, by the end of the season, his numbers will be great, but he's going to be tired. He's not going to have anything left in the tank, and he was complaining about being tired last year.
He right.
It's just something to keep an eye on there in Minnesota. I don't believe in them much anyway, outside of just being a playoff team. But I don't have them in the finals. I don't have them even in the Western Conference Finals. I could see a world, and we're going to talk about this game later. Mm-hmm. We're going to preview Thunder and Nuggets. I could see that being a Western Conference Final. I just don't have the Timberwolves in that stratosphere this season. But we'll see. All right, now, if we got a couple of opening games to get this thing started, I know damn well we have enough outfits for Wick It or Kick It, right? So let's get it going. This is where we judge NBA player drip. Who do we got first?
First, we got your boy, LeBron James. Shout out to League Fits for this picture. But, your boy, the King.
The King! All right, Jay, let's take this full, because I'll be honest with you. This is wicked to me. I love this outfit. You know why? This is a grown man outfit right here. The blazer. Now, Jay, if you don't mind, I'm gonna lay this outfit out, and then I need you to zoom in. For now, just keep it full. So I like the blazer. I like the pants, and I love the shoes matching the blazer. And then you see the ice there with the wallet chain, and he's got like something on his blazer there, and then he's got the chains. All right, now, Jay, this is where I need you to zoom in. This is my only problem with this outfit. I am going wicked here. Could you zoom into the Kang's chest? Now, here's my problem. Yeah, get in there tight, Jay. Clearly, there is no undershirt here. As you can see, this is all tats, okay? Bron, how you going to wear a blazer with no shirt underneath? You just going bare skin to the blazer, dog? Is this Magic Mike? Is this what we doing? We doing Chippendales in L.A. now? Like, what is this? Are you going to a basketball game, or are you going to, and now, coming to the stage, the King, LeBron James? I mean, like, what in the Magic Mike is happening? Yeah, all I need is an undershirt. That's all. And it would be perfect. But other than that, I'm still going wicked. Look, I mean, Bronny played, right? If LeBron's my dad, I'm saying, hey, Dad, man, come on, dog. I like the outfit. You got to put a shirt on underneath that blazer, bruh. It don't have to be a dress shirt, because I get you want to show the chains off. But, man, you got to at least have a tank top or something. You can't go bare skin, Dad. Like, this is too much. Despite all that, I'm going wicked. What say you?
Yeah, I'm wicked on this one as well. Jay, I need you to zoom in on them feet, though. On those feet.
What are those?
Those size 18 little Mickey shoes he got on to match that Mickey Mouse ring. I'm just playing, Laker fans. All right, I'm joking. It's a real ring. 2020 was real. But look, bro, like, why are those shoes so big?
He
like
old,
LeBron?
Bro. They Skechers. You know when people wear Skechers?
It looks like he got orthotics in them shoes.
He does. He's old.
I can't rock with that. Otherwise, man, I'm with you. This one's wicked. I'm going to give this fit. I actually like this. This is one of my favorite LeBron fits. I love the jewelry as well. The LV jacket, like you said, is super dope. The glasses match. It almost looks like a Miami Vice kind of cop vibe.
I like
at the
this
top
outfit.
Of the jacket. I mean, on the top of those glasses. I'm going to go like a 8-7. I'll give LeBron
all right,
an 8-7.
that's respect.
All right, what about this one? Your boy, your finals MVP.
Yeah.
Jaylen.
I love this jacket. So you know how I was telling you I was watching this with my kids, right?
Yeah.
They showed him walking in with this coat on, and both of my kids were like, "Can you get us that for Christmas?" And I said, "No, I can't, but I love it too." This is fantastic. I mean, this is wicked all the way. I want this so bad. Yeah. Like, I just want this. And I know damn well two things. A, I'm not going to be able to find it anywhere. No. Okay? This looks like a one of one to me. Two, even if I did, ain't no way in hell.
Your money long? You got it?
Nah, not that long.
Hey, you got it? Your money long? You got it?
Hey, look, I'll be honest with you, right? I'd have to throw it back and do like some layaway. Like, can I put something on it today? And then
he's at Sears like, y'all do layaway still? Layaway, dang, I haven't heard that in a minute.
Can I put a down payment today and then give you like $20 every pay period until it's paid off? Man, they be done won 7 championships before I can afford this one jacket right here. But this is wicked. How can it not be? Look at this jacket.
The jacket is fire. You know, he's got the Jaylen Brown classic sunglasses on as well. But for our listening audience, the jacket, it's just a green with the Boston skyline on it. Celtics patches everywhere. 18-time champions on it. Boston. It's just Boston love on this jacket.
Yes, Lord.
With a bunch of black on the bottom of the fit because you can't do too much when you got that jacket as busy as it is.
Yes, Lord.
You have to be simple on everything else. I love this fit as well. This one, you know what this one gets, Travis? This one gets a Celtics championship ring out of 10.
I like that.
This is a 10 out of 10. First one for me on Wicked or Kick It, but I love this outfit from Jaylen Brown. Shout out to him. And happy birthday to our boy as well. JB, hope you enjoy it and get that dub against the Wizards. Now, this one, I don't like as much. Swinging it back to New York.
What?
Karl-Anthony Towns.
Okay.
What do you think of this
All right,
outfit?
so this looks normal at first glance. Jay, I'm going to work with you here again. So at first glance here, just keep it full for now, Jay. At first glance, this looks like an ordinary outfit, right?
Yes.
You got a looks like a Louis V like bomber jacket, a white tee underneath, pretty cool fitted. And then here's where it's not ordinary. Now you can zoom, Jay. What in the MC Hammer are these pants? Why are these pants so damn big? I mean, Karl-Anthony Towns is a big cat. You could fit 3 Karl-Anthony Towns in this one pair of pants. What is going on? Like, I don't understand, bro. What is this? Is this an MC Hammer tour? Bro, like, this outfit would have been normal. I don't think I would have went Wicked or Kick It. I would have just said this is a basic outfit, and I would have questioned why you even involved it. But then I see these parachute pants, and I'm like, oh, well, this is easy. Kick it. Okay, go jump out of a plane. You'll be just fine because these pants will open up and bring you down softly.
You know what this is, Travis?
What?
This fit as a
mistake.
Whole, yes, it is a mistake, but it is the Sandlot. Why are you wearing this? You know why he's wearing this? Because he wants Aaron Judge to turn into Babe Ruth. That's what he looks like. He wants him to be the Salt and the SWAT. The Great Bambino. This fit is awful, Travis.
Wait, let me give you one more Sandlot.
Yeah.
Forever.
This is awful. You know, he was just like, you know, I'm a New York Knick. No, hold on. Let me get in my cat voice.
Nah,
Let me sit up.
Do your Towns voice.
You know, I'm a New York Knick. So, after all that, I gotta put on the Knickerbockers because I play for the Knickerbockers. This fit is trash. I don't care. Nothing about it. I like it. All because of those pants and those stupid chucks. He looks like he's trying to play baseball in 1914. I'm out. This is a 1.9 for 1914. A 1.9 out of 10. Get this off of my screen.
Oh my God,
Jay,
I'm
please.
laughing so hard. Jay said something in my ear. I couldn't even hear him. It's too much. Jay said the camera guy's even. Jay, let me get a shot of the camera. I saw you. He's got the
He hit him with the side eye.
He's like, what in the hell are those pants? Is this guy going to the Sandlot?
Oh,
that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jay, for pointing that out. That'll do it for Wicked or Kick It. All right, we got a couple games tonight. Who we got?
Yeah, so we got Celtics at Wizards. We talked about this as
crying,
well.
bro.
Travis, can I get a score prediction? Because we know this game is probably going to be a blowout. Is it going to be as ugly as game one for the Celtics? Is it going to be a blowout? What's your score prediction?
Yes. Bro, they did that to the Knicks. What the hell are they going to do to the damn Wizards? The Wizards can't stop anybody. They're not good. They're rebuilding. The best thing the Wizards could do, let me tell you this. Here's like the litmus test for them, right? Mm-hmm. Can you make it competitive? And how long can you do that?
Yeah.
Is this game over at halftime like the Knicks game was? Mm-hmm. Is it over in the third? Can you make it? Can you make it interesting going into the fourth, and then the Celtics pull away? Yeah. You know damn well they're going to get blown the hell out by this Celtics team. I just think if I'm the Wizards, looking at it from their perspective, because from the Celtics' perspective, what's even the point? Like this is a bye week. Like we're good. Let's go out here, light these boys up, chill on the sideline, and tell jokes. Like. If I'm the Wizards, though, I am taking this game very serious, not only because they're the champs and you want to give them the best, but I need to see what I got. Like, how do you guys compete against this juggernaut? Who's got the dog on my team? Who's going at that? Who's not intimidated? Who's not scared? Who's not backing down? That's what I need to see. So this is more of like a wizard. This feels like a Wizards almost like scouting report than it does an actual game for the Celtics. What the hell do the Celtics care? I mean, they're going to smoke this team. I would say it's going to look exactly like the Knicks game, except they don't miss shots at the end. I'll take the Celtics to break the damn record that they couldn't do against the Knicks and hit the most threes ever against the Wizards, and they smoke them by 35 at least.
Okay, 35. I think that's about what I have.
At least.
I'm giving you 131 to 94.
I'll take it.
So that's where I'm at with this game.
Fine.
I think it's going to be ugly. I'm expecting more air balls from Kuzma. I'm expecting sorry, Kyle. I'm just expecting
Come on, man.
I'm just expecting it. I'm expecting Jordan Poole, who looks upset that people are doubting his abilities.
What's he upset for?
I don't know. He's answering questions saying like, well, people don't know what they want. They don't know if they want you to score. They don't know if they want you to win, blah, 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 whatever.
Just be good. He's not even good.
He hasn't been. Not in Washington, he hasn't.
No.
So I'm expecting more of that. And what I am expecting is, though, because the Celtics have been having, some different lineups with their bigs, I'm expecting Alex Sarr to have a decent rookie showing in his first game. I expected him to have at least 16 points in this game and look decently efficient. That is what I'm expecting. Otherwise, I'm not expecting too much from this Wizards team. What are the key things you're looking for the Celtics in this game?
I mean, no one get hurt. I'm treating this like a preseason game.
Yeah.
Get in, get out. Joe Mazzulla don't play any BS here, okay? We don't need big minutes for anybody. Get them in, get them out. They are going to annihilate the Wizards. My guess, as I was saying from a Wizards perspective, how long can you be competitive? That's what they should be thinking.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I'm thinking. It's over at half, okay? So Joe Mazzulla, don't get cute.
Yeah.
All right, no, I want to see blood and all these crazy things he says. He's a Dan Campbell of the NBA. You know that, Ountae? I realize that. Like, this guy's talking about biting kneecaps and all kinds of nonsense. Hey, Joe, stay out of your own way against the Wizards, okay? Let your boys beat the hell out of this team and then take them out. Second half starts, maybe play them a little to start that third quarter, and then get him out of there. I thought he did a good job of that with the Knicks in the Knicks game. So do the same thing here. That's what I'm looking for. Get out of this game healthy.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see minutes from Baylor Shireman. That's what I'm hoping to see tonight. I'm hoping to see that he gets his first NBA bucket, gets his first NBA minutes.
Yeah.
I want to see if he can fit with this team, maybe get him in there with some of the guys who actually are part of the real rotation so we can see if he fits.
Yeah.
And just get Celtics Nation excited for the future.
I think that's fair. I'm with that. I like that.
All right, what about this one? Out west, we got Thunder at Nuggets.
I love this game.
Yeah,
listen,
tell me about it.
I sort of teased this earlier in the show where I feel like this could be the Western Conference Finals. These are I know you really like the Thunder. I'm really high on the Nuggets. So for this show, these are our two favorite teams out west. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Look, this could obviously go either way. I'll give the Nuggets the edge because they're at home. And I'll tell you another reason why I like them in this game tonight. The Nuggets look like absolute trash in the preseason. I mean, we saw it. The Celtics beat the hell out of them twice.
Yeah.
And they didn't look much better against anyone else. I want to say they only won one game in the preseason, if any. I could be wrong. Fact check me.
Yeah.
They might have went winless, but I think they won one. But regardless, they were trash, okay? You're the Nuggets. You look bad in the preseason. You didn't have a great showing in the postseason last year. I just think not to, you're not putting you're not hitting the panic button on opening night.
Yeah.
But I think being at home, you've got to reestablish, look, man, if we're not the best in the West, we're one of. You got to respect us. We got a shot, just like you, talking to the Thunder, to win this thing. I think the Nuggets win this game. It'll be close. I could see it maybe even buzzer beater-ish. I'll go 110, 106, 107, somewhere in there.
Hey,
like a really tight game. Tight game.
Crazy. Look, take y'all behind the curtain. Me and Travis didn't even talk about this.
No, we never
all.
do.
I literally wrote down on my notes in my paper 110, 106 as well. So,
yeah, but you probably have the Thunder, right?
No.
Oh, you got the Nuggets?
I actually do have the Nuggets as well. Right. I hate to agree with you because non-agreeing with you is more fun. But
you're so good at it, too.
I think that this is the game where Jokic shows us what he was doing in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Where he's like, okay, it's preseason, whatever. You know Jokic. He's only about winning when it matters. And this matters now. I think this is the things that I'm looking for. The keys for both of these teams are, can Shea make the jump and become an MVP candidate that we've been all leaning towards. He was great last year. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he wasn't. He was a fantastic player. But to be the best in the NBA, is he the best in the NBA? We're going to wait and see tonight if he can start showing us that like Tatum did, like AD did in their first games. We need to see that from him. I'm expecting Nikola Jokic to have a better game because the Thunder are still missing Isaiah Hartenstein.
That's right.
He won't be playing in this game.
Yep.
Chet is still not big enough physically to be able to handle Nikola Jokic in the post. I think Jokic is going to have a big game, and that's why I'm giving them the edge in this game, even though I think the Thunder are a better team overall.
Well, listen, we both have the same score, so it's only right. It means we need to gamble on this game together. That's what that means, okay? That's what that tells me. Tay, we always appreciate you. We'll bring you back for the next Hold My Banner. And I actually just want to end it here. You know, I hate to rain on the Lakers parade right now where everyone's so happy they won their game. And we got that great moment. It was a great moment. I'm a dad. It was a great moment with LeBron and Bronny. But I'm in Boston, and it's what we do. We rain on your parade. So here's the harsh reality that all of us know, and Lakers fans even know it. They just don't want to admit it. Even though that moment was special between Bronny and his dad, right? Bronny doesn't belong. Like, you can see this. This kid really should be in college still developing his game. But okay, you're in the NBA. I get it. He should be in the G League developing his game. The Lakers are not good enough to have the luxury of just giving out roster spots. Like, they need an actual body that can help them. This was my issue with the Bucks, bringing all the damn Antetokounmpos in. Like, you're not even good enough. You need actual roster spots for people that can help you, not just people that make Giannis comfortable. It's the same thing with the Lakers. They are not good enough to have this luxury of just, well, yeah, Bronny can come along. Oh, no, the hell he can't. He doesn't belong. It's clear. He checks into that game with LeBron. It's a great moment. And then he does nothing. And he plays for 3 minutes and he's out of there. Like, come on, what are we doing? So I hope it stops at that. Hey, we've had this awesome moment. Bronny and LeBron, first time ever. Yeah, cool. Okay. Go to the G League and work on your game. We don't think that's going to happen, but it should. And that's it for us here on Hold My Banner. Till next time when the Celtics beat the hell out of someone else and we ask you to hold it again. Travis Thomas, Ountae Campbell. We'll see you then. Peace.